Akwesasne, and welcome to this week's edition of the Kanien'keha phrase of the week. So for these next few phrases of the week, we were thinking about, as the weather's getting colder, some useful phrases that we've probably heard, but to have the linguistic breakdown, are words of to put your clothes on and stuff like that as the weather gets colder and we start bundling up more. So we thought we'd start with Zagyadawit. Zagyadawit. So the most important thing for the pronunciation here is this down stress. So this is a down stress, meaning your tone is going to fall with the So Zagyadawit. Okay. And this word means put your coat on. And I'll explain the linguistic breakdown of where the word comes from. So this first S here, it is the subjective, which is why it's written in red. So it's the subjective prefix for ise, which means you. And this is on an A stem, right? Because the word we're attaching it to is an A. To start with, so it's A stem subjective prefix for ise. Next is this AK, which is a semi-reflexive infix, and we've worked with these before in the phrases of the week. Usually it takes the form AT, and it was a long time ago AT, but in Akwesasne, any time that we've had a TI, we've changed it into a KI. So this originally would have been Zadya, but we've changed it into Zagya. So that's the semi-reflexive infix, and it means basically your own, or it can mean yourself. In this case, it's going to mean your own, but also yourself, and you'll see why. This IAT, it comes from this word here, oyada, which is your body or a body. You can see it's the same IAT right here. And this last part, this AWI glottal T, I didn't exactly know what this meant. I had to phone a friend, because this is not a very commonly used verb. So I yet to come across it, but luckily I had a friend to help me out. So he told me that it comes from the word gawita, which means I thrust, because the action of putting your shirt on is thrusting your body through it, right? So that's how we put a shirt on. Now, although this word does mean shirt, and it can mean put your shirt on, it is also used for put your coat on. So all together, Zagyadawit. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this verb root is in the what we call the imperative form or the command form. So this is a command, put your coat on. You're telling somebody to do it. And this is you put your coat on. So one person, you're telling one person to put their coat on. Now, an interesting thing that we have in our language, is what we call the reversive. So if you look, it's the same exact, right? Prefix is the same. Semi-reflexive infix is the same. The noun root, oyada, is the same, IAT. And sometimes the down stress is compensating for a glottal. In this case, it's why the glottal comes out here to replace the down stress, because we've moved the stress now to this vowel. And also the verb, AWIT, same exact verb here, which means to thrust. But now we're putting on the reversive, which would mean to take your coat off. So we have Zagyadawit, to put your coat on, and we have Zagyadawidashi, to take your coat off. And this is also in the command form. So this reversive is in the command form. So, zagya, remember the glottal? Zagya dawi dashi. Take your coat off. So, zagya dawit, put your coat on, and zagya dawit dashi, take your coat off. Y'all for tuning in. Be sure to follow the Mohawk Council of Akwesasne and Thompson Island Cultural Camp for more Kanien'keha phrases of the week. I hope you all have a nice day. Ona.